सीधे ले चलते हैं, L&T की एक प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हो रही है, मैनेजमेंट को सुनते हैं उनका क्या कहना है.
Overall investment point of view, from the shareholders' point of view. On the EPC and projects, the sides, depending on the growth, depending on the kind of projects that we get, we do our regular capital expenditure, and that's an ongoing process. And that's a decent business to have. The EPC and the projects business, as most of you are aware, are the riskier part of the portfolio, though it is the bulk of our portfolio. It's got contracts which are tough, and much of L&T staff and stakeholders, including our workmen, are used to sweating it out to see that we do our best to put up these momentous projects, some of the largest, biggest, tallest, and some of the huge projects that we do, both in India and other parts of the world, and thereby earn the returns therein. That business, as most of you know, is that in the region of sometimes 6 to 7%, sometimes around 6% PAT. The board, the chairman, has all along been advising us to look for opportunities on the services side, and which has been the direction that the management has also been seeking to look at. Over the last few years, we've been giving more fillip, management interest, and push into a services business, which on a broader scale is LTI, which is a listed company, L&T Infotech as we used to call it, LTS, which is our technology services business. And if you add into the services portfolio, it is L&T Finance, which is again a listed company, and our reality business, if one would like to call it a service business. In our language, we call it a services business. So these businesses have grown well over the last few years. Full credit to the management therein, and also to the L&T parent connect, leverage, and leadership as we see it. These businesses are, from the inherent nature of these businesses, more profitable, and we are able to see PAT of 15 to 16% therein. And as we look forward, we see that that's the kind of profitability that is available in that business. The contracts are less risky, and from an overall portfolio point of view, it makes sense to grow the business a little more faster than the other businesses, if this business can be grown faster. About a few years back, the management of the concerned company that we're looking at now, Mindtree, did approach us. We were not very particular at that time for various reasons. We were concentrating on the heavy capex that we were making on the manufacturing side. And within L&T, the succession planning was going on. And therefore, I don't think we had much views on the same. Recently, about 3 months back, Vijay Siddharth, promoter of Cafe Day, and one of the significant shareholders of Mindtree, did approach us and looked at us and requested us to, and asked us whether we would be interested in looking at his 21% odd shareholding in Mindtree. As a conservative company, as a company with its views of how we go about business as such, the immediate reaction was neutral, and we continued to dialogue with them. Mr. Siddharth is an involved person in the sense he's been part of the Mindtree shareholding since about 19 years. He's part of one of the original promoters of Mindtree, if one would like to call it, in that sense, as an investor. And there's a lot of emotion and a sense of pride with him that this company, which he has made the investment a long time back, is today reached a certain level. And therefore, from his point of view, the shareholding that he had, he wanted to house it with a set of people, or with a group in which he saw the same type of governance values, principles, ethics of business, and somebody who will look at it in the way he had looked at it, from a long-term perspective and a at a good sportsmanship point of view from that sense. He is emotional about it, and as one would know, we are emotional owners of L&T in that sense, and we looked at it after some 3-4 rounds of meeting in the same manner. So from our point of view, it was more a lookout at how to buy out a shareholding, which if we had not taken a look at, would anyway have gone to somebody else, because Mr. Siddharth, for his reasons of business and finance, was intent on selling the shareholding in the market as much as we could understand.
तो L&T की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस आपने देखी, ऑफ कोर्स इसके बहुत सारे क्रक्स है वो अपने गेम प्लान पर, आगे के गेम प्लान पर, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग पर बात करते हुए बताते हुए कि मुनाफे में ईपीसी कारोबार का काफी हिस्सा है, 6 से 7% वहां से आता है। साथ ही माइंडट्री पर यहां पर उनके स्टेक खरीदारी पर वो बातचीत करते हुए, डिटेल देते हुए, इस पर विस्तार से होगी बात।